Alright guys. Alright, today we are going to be working with integers. Okay? So, before we go any further with any discussion, what is an integer? Can anybody tell me?
At the moment, not yet.
Alright. Okay. Well, an integer is a whole number, can be positive or negative.
Is that like a number line or something?
Well, it goes on a number line. I'm glad you said that. So, if I had -3, is that an integer?
Yeah.
How do we know that?
Oh, that's confusing.
Okay. Alright, on a number line, you always have your 0 here, right?
Yes, sir.
Why do you do that?
Well, how do we put -3? Where do we start?
Right there.
Okay, then what do we do? Since it's negative and it's a 3, we'll go 1, 2, 3. So it'd be -3. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what if I gave you a 7?
Then it's going to be there. It will become the positive side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
So we'll kind of see how it goes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, why are number lines important?
Injustice.
Like we use these number lines all the time in math. You see them all the time in school, but why do we need them?
For fixing the truck or something.
Fixing a truck? Could be. Where do you see number lines? Can anybody give me any examples?
Measuring cup.
Huh?
Measuring cup.
Measuring cup? That's a very good
And on
one.
papers.
What about whenever you watch the news?
Yeah.
Where might you see a number line on the news?
I don't know. No,
I don't.
the images.
There you go. On the weather. Because you want to check the weather because like this morning, if I didn't have my jacket, I'd be freezing today.
I'll freeze this morning.
Well, this morning. It's getting a little warmer now. But the point is that when you watch the news, you have to check the weather, right? Because you need to know what's going on.
Everybody don't watches the weather.
Well, let's just say that the middle here is 0 degrees. We'll use Fahrenheit right now. If it is, let's say, 42 degrees today, that'd be somewhere up here. 42 degrees. Okay. What if I told you that it was going to drop 20 degrees? How would we figure that out? Ten. You know?
I think my
This is confusing.
Well, if we have 42 degrees and it has a drop, it drops 20 degrees, so it goes down 20 degrees. Wouldn't we take this temperature and just subtract that number? Yeah. So, come up here with 42 minus 20.
20.
So 2 minus 0 is?
2.
And 4 times, 4 minus 2.
32.
So,
20.
that'd be somewhere, I'd guess around right there.
Yeah.
22 degrees. Okay. So, does that kind of make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, we've been talking about the number line briefly just now, and we briefly mentioned the negative numbers. What is so special about negative numbers? What does it mean to be negative? A negative number, what does that mean? Any ideas? Well, let's see. On the number line that we have here, remember we'll put our 0 here in the middle. This side will be negative, correct? And this side will be positive. Well, if we have 2, 3, a -4, okay, what does this mean? Why, if it's a -4, what is that all about? Like, what does that actually mean? Can anybody think of a way to put that into words? What about money?
Yeah.
Less,
It's less,
it's
okay?
less than the positive line.
Exactly. So, if this was money, and you had -4, what does that mean? Wouldn't it be kind of, you might owe somebody $4? Because you definitely don't have $4, because that would be +4 over here, right?
Yeah.
And it's not 0, so that means you don't have nothing. You actually have less than nothing.
Like, why do you have to have a number line for everything?
We don't have a number line for everything.
You have
It
some
seems like it.
It
problems.
seems like we use them a lot, but it's not for everything.
Some problems don't have to have number lines.
This is very true. Okay. Just so we can get a little bit better grasp of what's going on, we've talked about temperature. I briefly mentioned money. What else can we use number lines for?
Math?
Like,
Oh, it's all math, buddy.
Oh, man.
We're doing math.
Science.
Could use it for science, but I mean specifically, what could we use number lines for?
basically, you use it for anything.
Could use for anything.
But
Not anything.
Well,
you could use, like,
What could
yeah,
you?
grocery store cooking.
okay, cooking. Well, what would you need a number line for cooking for?
Like how much
How much
you use,
water,
how
stuff
much
you need.
water, you put it on a number line.
Okay.
If it
What about the time?
Ooh.
And time, with time, you could use a number line for all sorts of ways. It could be what
Like
happened
baking a cake. Yeah, like,
baking a cake. That goes back to the food. What about our school day? Isn't our schedule basically a number line?
yeah, yes.
Our daily schedule is a number line.
Yeah, all you have to do
Uh,
is put your times on a number line.
Yeah.
Richard, a few minutes ago, mentioned history. Why
You
would
mean
timelines?
science?
You said history right after science. Why would timelines be important for history?
To
tell,
your family history.
Could be family history.
And then, people, like people back then, that you could put like 1961
yeah,
and all that stuff on a number line.
Yeah, they
So you're
burn-
saying basically the
Yeah,
same
they
thing
burn-
as our daily schedule. It tells what time it happens, but instead of times throughout the day, it might be years in a century.
Because I was thinking that you could put when they're born and when they passed away. And,
Right. Like, for example, we could put the old ancient year, long time ago, 1988.
How?
Long time ago. Long time ago.
What is it like to be in 1988?
And then you could put when.
What is this year?
2017.
2017. Okay, what do you think might have been significant in 1988? Remember, this is the 1980s, almost the 1990s, but not quite. Mr. Ivey was born.
Oh.
That's whenever I was born. So, this number line kind of represents up to today my life. Okay? So, what if I said around 1992? I remember I got my first bike.
Well?
I think it was somewhere around there. So, that's been my first bike. I'll put born right here. And then we come on down, we'll go to 1998. And what do you think might have happened in 1998?
That's your first call.
It was my first something, but it wasn't a car.
A
My
bike.
first car, that would actually be here in 2006.
A motorcycle, I guess.
A dirt bike.
Oh,
This is gonna show how much of a nerd I am. 1998, that was the first book that Mr. Ivey finished. Okay. So you can kind of see with the number line, this is kind of told briefly, not much information at all, but it kind of tells you a few things that's happened throughout my life, right? Okay.
it's telling your history.
Exactly. So everything we know pretty much goes in order, right? Okay. We'll go ahead.
Oh, you can actually use that for history too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's
see
what it's
that?
talking
Look,
about.
Yeah, what about
I
here?
got that history book over there to show you something, like real fast.
We'll look at that. Not right now. Okay. Well,
Please bring it back.
before we go any further into the discussion, I have a video I'm going to show you. It's a little song. I really like songs.
Is it the one that me and Britt watched?
It's going to kind of explain integers on number lines with positive and negative numbers and kind of what's the deal with it, how they can be used. Okay? And we've already mentioned some. There might be one or two that he mentions in the song that you didn't think of. So, are y'all ready to see?
Yeah.
All right.
Can I turn the lights off?
Can y'all see it?
Actually,
That would.
It's so cold, it's 5 below. I need a warm coat when it's less than 0. Now the temperature's gone up 8 degrees, and so it's +3. Still
See what he just said? It was -5 degrees. Okay? So that would be, if this is your 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be -5 degrees, right?
yes, sir.
How much did it say it went up?
+3.
5 to 3.
It just went up +3, so it's just right here.
8.
It went up 8.
8.
So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So what value is that now? That's a 3. So we kind of see how that works. Even though it increased 8, because we were negative, it's only 3. Okay.
What?
deep freeze. Number lines don't make sense of integers. They're positive